Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Minetopia Server. This is episode 9, and you see that behind me? We found a skeleton spawner. Yep, we found a skeleton spawner. Now, I did have to do a little bit of a cheaty method and go on the Dungeon Finder app on Chunkbase, because I need Bonemeal. I need Bonemeal something bad, because every single one of my farms is Bonemeal dependent, which was a bit of an oversight on my part. But the best part about this is that this is just down a tunnel in my industrial basement. Just down that way is all the rest of my farms, so we can get here from inside our base. That is super duper awesome. And as you can see, I've already done a little bit of work digging around, getting this thing prepped up to be all fully functional. And so I've got a lot more work left to do, but I got the lights working and everything like that. And we'll come back and finish this up later in just a little bit. First, there's a few things we need to do, but I was going to go let you guys in on how I do the lights, which is really super simple. I'm going to do this real quick, and then we're going to head out to take care of a little bit of business. But let me get some stone here, which that was... Whoops. Nope, that's not stone. Alright. A little bit rusty here. A little bit rusty. It's been a week. It's been a week. I'm sure some of you probably noticed that we did miss an episode on Saturday. So it's been a week since our last episode, and let me just explain. I want to explain that to you guys and open up just a little bit with you guys. I have an anxiety disorder. So that means occasionally just the simple fact of hitting record is almost impossible. Like, I just cannot do it. So occasionally, every now and then, things might be just a little bit infrequent. I'm trying not to do it too often, but just know if something doesn't upload on a usual day, I'm fine. I'm just having a week. So if you guys are watching this, still sticking around, didn't abandon the channel, I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. But that's what all I want to say about that. It's just one of those things, something I live with. I'm sure many others do it at the same time, and you can probably relate. So just understand, occasionally things we might skip an episode here and there. So what we've got now is, this is how I set up my lights in all my spawners, because I like to be able to turn them on and off, because you get entity cramming and then they just start dying and you lose out on the XP, you get drops all over the place, and it could cause lag because the entity's sitting on the floor. And so it's just, I think it's better practice to be able to disable this when you need to and then enable it when you want to. But it's really simple. So all you do is you get your spawner, and you want to make sure you have 4 blocks of headroom above it. So you'll dig up 4 blocks, and then you place a redstone lamp on top of the spawner, a block on top of that, and then I put a temporary block just on top of that one so I can make these redstone bridges across. And then you mine out 1 block above your redstone bridge. And then from there, it's just a matter of putting... Let's see if I can get over here so you guys can see. In the center, you remove the temporary block, and your redstone goes down in there. And then from your power source, you'll have a repeater facing into the center block. And then on all the rest of your corners, you're going to put a repeater 1 block in, facing towards all your lamps. And then you just take dust and you take it down to your sticky pistons that have a redstone block attached to it. And then when you flip the lever, it moves the redstone block up, turning off the light. The center block gets depowered, turning off the light. And then you can just run your redstone to wherever you want your switch to be. And it's just that simple. So now you can turn your spawners on and off. And it also makes that torch dash at the end when you're turning everything on a lot less hairy because you have lights on and you can just remove all your torches and you're not going to get shot by a bunch of skeletons in the process because, well, it's lit up. And then you can just go over there and turn off the lights and start getting all your XP and bone meal and everything like that. So we'll be back to finish this up because I got some ideas on how to decorate this and get it all functional and everything. But there's some things I want to do first. And that includes heading out to the shopping district, getting up some supplies, and also I wanted to fly around and check out everybody's bases that we have going on the server, because we're a few months in and everybody has been really, really hard at work on all of their bases, and there's a whole lot of really awesome builds going on. I just want to show you guys what's been happening there. And we also need to go and speak to or leave a message for Ep9 so we can get some help on a warped and crimson fungus farm, because guys, I am rich. I mean, I am rolling in it. We sold out of warped fungus on the first day, and we sold out of junglewood first day, and we've been selling consistently since. And look at this. I mean, we had the end of the last episode, we had 10 diamonds. Remember that. 10 diamonds at the end of the last episode. Look at this. We are rich. Oh yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. But I need a faster method of growing the nether trees, because doing it by hand is not going to cut it. We're not going to be able to sustain that for very long at all. And Adam, or Ep9, is quite the redstone little wizard over there, and I think if anybody on this server can help me get a design set up for a crimson and warped fungus farm, it's gonna be him. So I'm gonna leave him a little sign at his base, letting him know that I need some help, and hopefully he gets in contact with us and we can get that sorted out. But let's head over to the shopping district, because I want to show you guys what we've been doing all week. Because I haven't recorded, but I've been super busy all week. Not just mining, trying to gather resources for the base and everything like that. I've also been out here working in the shopping district, improving this area over here with its pixie dust between the two of us. And also Kipsnip, he's been helping quite a bit too. He helped us get this area cleaned up, leveled out, and lit up. And then yesterday, we put in all the roads. So we have all the roads in, and there's some new shops popping up here and there. And as you can see, it's all planned out and laid out. And you see this whole area over here is now usable. And then this area right here is now usable. This used to be a giant pit, but now it's a new shop, which I'm not going to show too much of because the episode hasn't come out for Pale Band-Aid, but that's her new shop, and it's kind of designed after IKEA. It was really super cool. It's pretty cool little build. But Kipsnip has designed a little oasis here, and then we're going to probably put a bridge over top of that. And then that area back there is going to be the gaming district where the loot box is. And I'm going to show you guys up on the top of this mountain here. Me and Kip have plans for a new game up here, and it's going to be so cool. It's going to be really, really awesome. And I've been doing a ton of planning, all the redstone and everything out in my creative world. And man, you guys, I am so excited about this. We're going to get started on this very soon. Probably next episode. I might even stream a lot of the work that we're doing on this, because it's just going to be really, really involved. It's going to be a lot of work to do, because first we have to terraform all this and get some room. And there's a ton of redstone that I barely understand, but I've got it working. It's working, and I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, because you guys just wait. But trust me, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I'm really looking forward to playing this game once we get it all done. But I need to. What did I need from out here? I don't remember what I needed from out here. Oh yeah, now I remember. I need to get a. Oh no. His shop has closed up because he moved it, but I hope that doesn't mean he's completely abandoned. I need some shulker boxes. I need at least one, but Yeah, he had to move his shop because it was in the middle of a road, which was fun because he had an end crystal sitting on top of it and one inside. So it was a little explosive, but you know, we all lived. It did all right. So I guess I'll have to be back for that. I'm sure he'll get started on that very, very soon. He did injure his hand over the weekend, so that might slow him down just a little bit, but hopefully it won't be long before we have shulker boxes available once more. So, with that, let's go take a visit to his base and see what he's been doing. Because, man, he has been working his little butt off. And you know what? This needs some spawn. I might come in and put a wall around this just to contain his growing collection of mobs that he spawns out here on his... Because occasionally you get a piglin in there, and they aren't happy with you not wearing gold when you're just traversing the roof of the nether. But guys, look at this. He's got this little evil tower thing happening, and he has completely changed the landscape into soul sand and soul soil, which makes it kind of a slow walk to his base. But I guess if you had soul speed on, it wouldn't be that big of a thing. But this drawbridge made out of barrels is really, really cool. You know what? I wonder, does he have an anvil around here anywhere? Because we should leave him a message inside one of his barrels and see if he ever finds it. But yeah, look at this thing. He's got the roof in, some nice, cool crystal chandeliers, and this big, giant Game of Thrones style throne that he can sit on and lord over everything. And he's got the different houses, like a Harry Potter type thing. So there's the way they have the 4 houses. He's got the 4 banners of the houses too. And we've been talking about that on the server. We were thinking about doing something kind of themed like that, is like a group project type thing. So you guys stick around for that. Keep an eye out for that. And if you look over here, if you guys remember that episode, his base is deadly, but he's made a nice little memorial for us, and I really appreciate that. So we're immortalized over here. He's gone but not forgotten. And we have some holes in the ground. Cool. Okay. All right. So if we can get to the portal, we're gonna go check out Pixie's base, her mega. And when I say her mega, I mean mega. Her base it's truly something else. And she's got some cool little magic happening here on the roof. Not exactly sure what the story behind this is, but it looks super serious. So we're just gonna leave that be. And we're going to head over here and see what all she's been doing on her base. And yes, I did check to make sure there are any spoilers, and if anybody minded. Nobody spoke up, said don't look at my base. So we're just going to see what's going on over here. And guys, look at this. I mean, not only is this massive, but that hole was dug out by hand without a beacon. She did not use a beacon when she was digging this giant pit. So that is just impressive. And I'm not exactly sure what all the plans are for this area, but it's just kind of ever evolving. And I pop in every now and then just to see where she's gotten to and what she's added. And there's always these nooks and crannies with all these cool little things. She's got a shulker box unloader and a storage system, which I need. I don't have a storage system yet, which is really, really bugging me. I've got chest monsters everywhere around this, and it looks like she's gonna be doing some villager trading soon, so that's cool. That's pretty cool. I might need to get into that action myself, so that would be nice to have my own source of books for emergency use every now and then. Yeah, look at this. She's even got a big wall with a little entrance coming in. This is gonna be really, really awesome once she gets it done. And I can't wait to see what comes of this. But yeah, this is looking super cool. So now let's head over to Adam's place and leave him that message. And see if we can get some help from him. This area over here is Adam's. He's got a bee farm out here on the nether, because in the nether the bees don't sleep, which means they're always producing honey. And he's opened up a honey shop out there. And so this is probably, I think this is the first farm built on the server. It's his bee farm. And it's been pretty cool. It's like he's got a little bit of piglin trading happening here at the bottom. If we look up here, you can see his bees buzzing away, happily making honey here in the nether. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that the sleep cycle was interrupted by having them out here. So that just means they're always producing stuff. And there he is. There's Adam. Let's see if we can sneak in here without him noticing. It's perfect. So now we can sneak in here. And this is his little meeting room. He just finished up with this. He's got a bunch of dispensers and such. So we're going to leave him a super detailed message that there's no possible way that he won't know exactly what we're talking about. And then we're going to put some coordinates on there. There. Yeah. That should be, it's perfectly clear. I don't see how he could possibly not know everything he needs to know from that one sign. And this is the strangest landscape. I love this floating island out here. I don't know if that was naturally generated or if he's built that, but it looks cool. And then he's got coarse fruit everywhere. So it's just kind of an alien landscape going on out here. And this is his iron farm. This is where he stocks his iron shop from. And it's just been pumping out iron like crazy from pretty much the beginning of the server. So that's been doing well for him, and it's been keeping all of us in stock of iron and out of stock of diamonds. But you know, it's a trade-off. It is what it is. And it's a design I've never seen before, but it looks really cool. He's got like it looks like 6 villager pods with a spawning platform above them, and then they all go down in this kill chamber. So it looks really, really cool. Pretty simple to build too. But I'm not sure what's going on down here. I'm not gonna. He's a redstone wizard, so I have no idea what half of this stuff does, and I don't want to get stuck in a trap of any sort. So we've got that. We need to go drop another sign off at those coordinates, so when he gets there, he knows what we're talking about. So we're gonna head out that way and see if we can't get some help from him. And we're gonna head out to our flower farm, because this is the area that I want this to be, because I want it to be a TNT based design, so it harvested everything up really, really quick. And if we got this little lake right here, which is going to be the perfect spot for a TNT based design, because if TNT goes crazy, it's water. We're surrounded by water, so that's somewhat of a blast proof type area. And this is pretty much more or less where I want it. So we're going to throw a sign down on this. And we're just going to do warped fungus farm. Good. Big booms. There. There's absolutely no possible way that he's going to be confused by any of this. So I think this is perfectly clear, and our job here is done. So I want to head back to that spawner and get busy working on that, because I want to get that done, because that's going to help not only supply our farms, but it's going to go towards the game that me and Kip have planned out as well. So let's go get to work on that. And so let's go ahead and fire up the time-lapse machine and get to work. What's going on here? There seems to be a flaw in the time-lapse machine. I see. This needs to be replaced with a target block. Let's see if that works now. Alright, yes, the time-lapse machine is back up and running. Sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of an issue with the machine, and that time-lapse just did not happen. We got it all recorded, and once I went to go look at the file was basically corrupted at that point. So there is no footage of building this, but that should be up and running now. So next episode we will have all the time lapses we want. Let's go see what we've accomplished up here in the skeleton spawner. Got the thing all said and done, and I've been using it like crazy for the last few hours. I used it all night last night after I finished it, and for a little bit this morning. And I have collected a ton of bone meal. This is just from this morning. Last night I got over a shulker box worth of blocks, and I have added those to our storage over in the tree farm. So we have tons of bone meal coming in. I've got a bunch of bows that I have repaired up and stored here. And these are going to come in handy for making dispensers and also for the little mini game that me and Kipsnip are building up. Same with all the arrows that we're finding here. Those are going to come in handy during that. And also getting some leather armor and stuff. I'm hoping to find some more hats for. If I can't get enough hats from this, then I can get a bunch from the zombie spawner. But we're going to need those as well. But this has worked out really, really well. And I just got to turn off the lights and they'll start flowing in. And this right here is just a little safety for this. This is that lava kill that I have in my single player. And an issue with this machine is when chunks get unloaded, occasionally when they unload or load, the dispenser gets out of sync. And you'll come in here and the room will be filled with lava because it's dispensing the lava without the safety blocks in place. So as you can see, I just walk over this pressure plate and it brings a lava there and a slab down here. So all I have to do is hit this guy and he floats up into the lava, burns to death, and dies really, really fast. So I don't have to take these guys up 22 blocks for them to fall down and take fall damage. It just all happens right here. So it makes building this up a lot simpler. So I just have to go basically the height of the machine and bring it back down. But what this does is this moves a block in front of the dispenser. And then I have two hoppers back there. So if this was to dispense lava with this block in place, it's just going to spit out the bucket. And the bucket of lava is going to end up in the shulker box. And then I could just refill the machine with that without worrying about the room catching on fire or coming into a room full of lava. Which I think everything in here should be fireproof because it's all the new nether stuff. But still, you'll have to swim through the lava to get up there and scoop the bucket out and fix it. So it makes things a bit of a pain. But with that in place, not a problem. I just have to remember to close that anytime I leave this room. Because occasionally the chunks get loaded funny and bad things happen. But as you can see, things are popping in really, really fast. And if you listen, you can hear a piston firing in the spawn room, because as they're coming down the water stream and then they go into the water channel, there's that one block at the end of the water channel that's always been a sticking point for this type of water flow design, because it's just a dry ice block, and if there's not another skeleton coming behind them to push them into the water stream, they just kind of tend to hang out there. So I've got a pressure plate down there that when they fall down, they hit it, and then a piston pushes them straight over into the bubble column, and clearing out that area nice and super quick, which is great because the faster you can clear them out of the spawn room, the more times it respawns more skeletons, which makes this even that much more efficient. So as you can see, they're flying in here really, really fast. And I got up to 160 levels last night before I finally called it quits. And I used up all but 27 of those levels to enchant a whole bunch of backup books for a just-in-case stash, because I found that to be really, really handy to have around, is just a stash of enchanting books with a bunch of enchants stored on them. So if something bad happens, you have some backup enchants ready to go. So I'm going to keep doing that and see what all I can come up with that way. I do eventually want to get a mending villager in here. Just don't tell T-Dot, because I know that's his main source of income, but man, it would be handy to have my own source of mending books right here on site. So we may turn one of our little towers into a library with a mending librarian hanging out up there. So I think that would be cool to store all of our enchanting books and have that guy sitting there hanging around. But that's all for the future. We will be getting back to working on the base soon, I promise. I'm not stalling on that. I'm just still farming up all the stone and everything that I need to finish up the tower, because the next time we work on the base, I want to finish the tower. I want to get the outside of the tower built all the way up so we can just focus on the interior and filling it up with really, really cool stuff. But yeah, this works, and this is going to be really, really awesome to have right here inside of our base. So we can just come down here, farm up all the bone meal we need, because we need a ton of bone meal, because this runs our flower farms, our tree farms. It's also white dye. It comes in handy for just about all the farms and businesses that we have going on this server. So this is going to be awesome. So hopefully Adam's got our message, and we'll be meeting up with him next episode and seeing if he can help us out with getting our nether trees grown. And I'm going to keep farming up here, and then probably going to meet up with Kipsnip to do some work on our mini games. You guys will see in the next episode as well. So with that, I think that's probably all the time we have for today. I really appreciate you guys watching, and if you liked what you saw, don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, this has been Neely. See you later. Bye-bye.